Hey VV Nation, welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Stock Market Strategist in VectorVest, and this video is going to really show how 2024 could be a crazy year, starting with the 3 interest rate cuts coming up possibly in 2024. The Fed already opened his mouth. He said that we need to be looking forward to a 2024 3 rate cuts, which I think is crazy, my own personal opinion. And I'm going to argue a case, the pros and the cons in regards to the interest rate cuts. Starting off with, when you start cutting rates, you start to stimulate the economy. In the back of my mind, why do we need to stimulate the economy? Unemployment is still low. All right, the economy was actually able to withstand another rate increase. And I know a lot of you out there are against that. I totally understand why. But when we start to cut the rates, it stimulates borrowing and spending. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. Spending is inflationary. Lower interest rates can encourage borrowing on both the consumers and businesses. People will be able to borrow money for home improvements, to borrow cars, to buy cars, and a whole lot of different things. But as we start spending more money, that is inflationary. People will be willing to do so because they haven't been right now. But now you're going to spur the economy. You're going to put a little fire under the economy. We don't actually quite need it right now. Increase consumer spending, inflationary. Lower interest rates can make saving less attractive because now more and more people, because of the interest rates rise, starting to put money into fixed income. I think that's going to go to the wayside coming in 2024. Since the returns on saving accounts, certificates of deposits, and other interest-bearing instruments decrease. Stock market impact. Here we go. Lower interest rates can lead investors to seek higher returns in the stock market since fixed income instruments might offer lower yields. What does that mean? What kind of stocks do we look at going into 2024? Lower dollar stocks. We see that going on right now. What's pushing the market in this current rally? Lower dollar stocks because of FOMO, fear of missing out on this current rally, and they're getting into lower dollar stocks. The IWM, the Russell 2000 has definitely been on a rise because people are looking to get those quick gains with those lower dollar stocks. So now let's go back up. Weakening currency. Aha! Now that could be used for gold. Lower interest rates might make countries' currency less attractive to investors seeking higher returns. Now, I'm not warm and fuzzy about gold, but if the rates kick in, the rate decreases kick in, gold may take off. Inflation concerns. Continuous interest rate cuts might lead to concerns about inflation if the economy overheats. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. In my mind, I think we overstimulated the economy to a point that we push, inflation up to 9%. Yes, we are definitely off of those highs, and we're not at the Fed's point of 2%. And this last little bit to try to get us to 2% is going to take the longest. But if the economy or the people in the economy think that the cuts will happen, man, that's just crazy, and it's going to rock and roll. Impact, and this is another thing, impact on savers and retirees. While lower interest rates can encourage borrowing and spending, they can adversely affect savers and retirers who rely on interest income from their saving accounts or fixed income investments. So with the higher interest rates, people who are the baby boomers who are retired, we're doing fine. When we start to lower the interest rates, they're going to get affected adversely. To what point? I don't know just quite yet. Now, when we look at interest rates and managing the debt, we've got trillions of dollars of debt. Higher interest rates, it takes a lot of money to service the debt. Lower interest rates can reduce the cost of servicing existing debts for households, businesses, and governments. This can free up funds that can be used for other purposes, potentially stimulating more spending and investment. It's a dichotomy of sorts. Yes, we're going to lower interest rates. People can do more, But again, it is inflationary when people start spending more. Changes in interest rates can impact consumer confidence. When rates are cut, it might signal that central banks are trying to stimulate, again, that word comes up over and over again, the economy, which can positively influence consumer sentiment. I still ask the question, where does the economy need to be stimulated right now? More people looking for jobs than people, more jobs out there than people looking for jobs. Now, on the other side of that, people are working 2 and 3 jobs to keep up with the current inflation. So it is more of one, less of the other. Where do we stand? Where does that help us or hurt us? I think that anything inflationary coming off of that 9% is a scary prediction or a scary position, not prediction, to be in at this particular point in time, especially since we've been fighting so hard to get inflation down. Still not at the level we need. And if it's not there and we start pushing more inflation, what does the Fed have to do at that point? Think about that. So the Fed is walking a tightrope in regards to what to do going into 2024. 2024, based upon 3 cuts, it's probably going to be crazy. Are we going to have a recession? Is it going to be a soft landing? Is it going to be a hard landing? So many things going on that's going to affect your ability to make money in the market. Policy limitations. Lowering interest rates might not always be an effective tool if rates are already near zero. If we start dropping interest rates, I doubt very seriously we get back to zero again. But, you know, and I think a lot of people don't realize that interest rates are still historically low. We're looking at, oh my gosh, we raised so fast in such a short amount of time. We're still historically low when it comes to interest rates. So now, the last point I have is while 3 interest rate cuts in 2024 or any other period are not predictable with certainty, it remains a possibility based on how economic conditions evolve and how central banks respond to those conditions. Economic indicators and policy statements from central banks can provide clues, but definitive forecasts are inherently uncertain. I don't think we get 3 cuts this year. Now, I also look at we're in an election cycle, and the Fed is going to do the best that he can, which he shouldn't have to do, to make the president look good. And you know, I don't like politics. I don't like getting into politics when it comes down to stocks, unless it affects yours and my ability to make money in the market. 3 rate cuts, I don't think is realistic. I think the Fed put his foot in his mouth when he said that, because I know he's got to know the inflationary impact of being able to reduce interest rates 3 times over the year. Now, it may be quarter points, so maybe 75 basis points over those 3 cuts. Is that inherently awful? Don't know. Is it realistic? I don't think so. But I think that no matter what, with the hype of the 3 interest rate cuts, the hype of the people getting ready to rock and roll, we're already currently in a Christmas rally, in a Santa rally. We'll see. I needed to have this talk with you because you need to know what's going on and how it's going to affect your ability to make money in the market. Now, there's 2 things that I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to AI this year. AI I think is going to take off even more. If you want to see a video on AI, type that in the comments. But my other thing that I'm really excited about is my 10 picks for the year 2024. If you're interested and excited about that, type 2024 in the comments. Most of all, if you like what you saw here, you found it to be informative, and it was worth your time to stop by and watch this video, hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, you just happen to come across this, subscribe to the channel. Consider doing that. Hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted when new videos like this come out. Folks, this video is over. I want you to be prepared going into 2024. If nobody else is, we're going to prepare you. We're going to do the work. You're going to reap the rewards. This video is over. And until the next time, folks, see ya. Hey, VV Nation, we want you to start 2024 on the best foot possible. So we're going to have our flagship 2-day seminar in Tampa on January 5th and 6th of 2024. And I'm inviting you to our live stream event right here, right now. Simply go to www.vectorvest.com/stream to register. What are you going to get? Well, we're going to show you how to triple your fixed income investing. 3 times more. And then we're going to show you a blockbuster ETF strategy that will just really blow your mind. What else do you get for showing up for the live event? You get full access to the broadcast. You get world-class stock education. You get a digital copy of the course. You get a $100 voucher for any VectorVest coaching group, and we've got prizes and drawings for over $2,500. Folks, you want to register and do it right now.